Or I'll be going through with you Burlington stock. Just put it in Google and click enter. This thing will appear. You can see the full name and the stock symbol, and it's a billion size firm, so it's a big firm. And if I buy it right now, I have to pay 171.73 US dollars for one stock, and it doesn't pay any dividend. Companies that pay dividend, that means they're financially very strong, because after paying their costs, liabilities, loans, and everything, they still have their extra money left. That extra money it pays to shareholders as dividends. This firm doesn't pay any dividend. It could be that it's not financially strong, or it could be that it is financially strong, it has extra money, but it chooses to invest in its own firm to further expand. So there could be many reasons, so that's very important aspect to look at. Let's go to when was this founded. I can just simply go to Wikipedia, search this box. I can see founded in 1972, 47 years ago. I want to see what the employees have to say about this form. Let's copy this exactly, paste it here, type in Indeed, reviews, and let's see what the employees think about this firm who work here. We have 7,700 reviews and it's 3.4 star. And read through the reviews yourself, the pros and the cons. Check out the salaries the employees are getting, the photos of the firm, the jobs listed, and the question and answers. And please look in Glassdoor as well. That's a brilliant website for reviews as well. And please check out, there are 2,600 reviews and it's 2.9 star. Check out the jobs listed, the salaries they're paying, the interview question, the benefits people are getting, and the photos, and read through the pros and cons yourself. Let's go to Yahoo Finance and see who the key executives are and what salaries are they getting. Let's have a look. So please click the one in the NASDAQ, the symbol in the NASDAQ only, and then go to profile, and you can see the sector industry employees. And the best part is that all of their key executive salaries have been shown. This is brilliant, because the more transparency there is in salaries, the more trust we're able to build. That's brilliant. Now let's go to Justia patent and see if it has any patents or not. So I'll just paste it in front and I'll click enter. Please look at assignee or applicant, because these are people who have the full rights of the patents. So it only has two patents in 1987, and it doesn't have any other patents. So the more patents a firm has, the more stronger it is. So patents are a positive sign. But what I want is that, why don't they have any recent patents in 2015, 16, 17? Because what I want to know why they are not innovating right now. So they have innovated in 1987, but what about now? Why they don't have recent patents? That's something to search about. So I'll just do one more thing. I'll click it like that. Maybe more patents will come now. That's fine. Now let's have a look at macro trend, and I want to go to price ratio, price book ratio, and I will type in the symbol and click there. And I just want to point out that if the price ratio is less than 1, that means stock is cheap at a discount. So that's brilliant. If it's more than 1, that means stock is expensive. The higher the number goes, the more expensive it will get. So let's have a look. It's just loading. Please be patient with this website, because sometimes it takes a lot of time to load, because there's a lot of data. So don't worry. It will make your life quite easy once it's loaded. And so let's wait for it. Okay, so right now it's 40. Right now it's 40.92, which means it's 40 times more expensive to buy this stock right now. So anybody who will be buying right now, they'll be paying 40 times more money. So if I see in 2018, it's 95 times more expensive. Somebody who bought in 2018 January, they paid $121 to buy something that was only $1.28 worth. So they bought 95 times more expensive in 2018 January. And if I see, it's a minus ratio, because the book value is in minus, so that's why it's like that. But if I see right now, it's 40 times more expensive. It's cheaper than in 2018 January, but still it's 40 times more expensive to buy the stock. Let's go to other ratios. I'm looking at current ratio. If the ratio is less than 1, that means stock is risky because liabilities are more than assets. If the ratio is 1.5 or more than that, that means stock is safe. It has a good margin of safety. Please look for 1.5 or more than that for it to be brilliant. So it's just loading right now. Please let me know if you have any questions for me, or if you have any request for me, that if you are researching on a particular stock and you want me to make the video on it, please let me know. Or if you want to ask any questions, or you're stuck somewhere, or if I'm going through the tutorial very fast, please let me know as well. I'll slow down and explain it in a more detail. So it's loading right now, so we have to wait for a while. Okay, so right now I can see it's less than 1. That means the stock is risky because liabilities are more than assets. You can just see vertically up as well, the liabilities are more than assets. It's less than 1. I'm looking for 1.5 or more than that. Let's look. Has it ever been 1.5 or more than that? Yes, in 2012 January, only once it has been more than 1.5, but then since 2012, that's October, since 2012 October up till now, it's always been less than 1.5, so it's a very risky stock in terms of current ratio. Let's look at debt equity ratio. This ratio will tell me if the company is mainly operating on debt or equity. I'm looking for 0.5 or less than that for it to be brilliant. Let's have a look. Okay, right now it's a lot more than zero point 0.5, so it's a very risky stock in terms of debt. It's a lot more than 0.5. So let's look at the previous trend. Has it ever been below 0.5? So it's a minus because the equity is minus. So which is, so it's mainly operating on, so since 2012 up till now, it's a very risky stock. It's mainly operating on debt, which is not what we want. So you can see since 2012 up till 2017, the equity is always minus, so it's mainly operating on long-term debt. And then after that, the equity is positive since 2018 January, but still the company is mainly operating on debt, and which is very dangerous. So it's a very dangerous stock. Since we have the ratio since 2012 up till now, it's a dangerous stock because it's operating mainly on long-term debt, and it's always been more than 0.5 ratio, so it's a very dangerous stock. Let's look at return on equity. I'm looking for 8% or more than that for it to be brilliant. So let's have a look after it loads. Okay, right now I can see it's more than 8%. That's brilliant. And let's look at the previous trend. Has it ever been below 8%? Yes, it has. And then it has been a minus return as well. So, recently it's more than 8%, which is brilliant. But, I don't know about I don't know what to say about the previous trend as well. So, it's up to you to decide, I guess.